has been preparing for the trucker convoy for over a month now, and certainly since we saw the impacts in Ottawa. And as we've seen the convoys develop across the country and certainly in our region over the last couple weeks, we've been working very closely with our regional counterparts in Maryland and Virginia to make sure that we are sharing information and that we're prepared. The safety of our residents and businesses is of paramount concern for the mayor, for the police chief, for myself. And so we want to make sure that we've employed layered mitigation strategies to reduce the impacts of the trucker convoys on the district and on the region. Now, some of those mitigation strategies will be seen by the public. Some of them will not. But again, just to underscore that we will make sure that the convoys, if they do decide to come into the district or decide to traverse the Beltway, that our residents and businesses will be safe. Now, over the last several weeks, we've been communicating through our Intelligence Fusion Center, which is based here at DC Homeland Security, and with police departments across the country to make sure, again, that we're sharing information and that we are garnering lessons learned from their experiences as these convoys go through their states and applying those lessons here in the district.
All righty. And just as of now, I know you guys talked about, just like knowing their route that they're going to take and everything. The route that I guess you guys may be kind of monitoring more closely coming into the district, should they come this way, I anticipate that's like the 295, 395 capital Beltway region that they are, more than likely to take. What should drivers do as tomorrow morning, as they're traveling throughout their day? It's supposed to be a nice weekend, so more people may be out just wanting to enjoy the weather. What should drivers remember as these truck convoys are planning to come into the area, as they're going about their day-to-day weekend? Should they try to avoid certain areas, or should they take alternative routes into the city? What recommendations do you have for motorists?
We would encourage residents and visitors and citizens of the region to make sure that before they go out tomorrow, and certainly we're going to probably see some impacts from the convoys beginning tomorrow, to check traffic. Certainly here in the district, to please follow Mayor Bowser, the Metropolitan Police Department, DC Homeland Security, and of course to sign up for Alert DC, which is our primary way of pushing information to residents on traffic and other conditions. So make sure you're checking with your local jurisdictions to make sure that there aren't any roads that are closed or any traffic impacts from the convoys. The other thing we would recommend is, making sure that if you do go out, there might be some extra time that you might have to build into your trip. There is the possibility that if the convoys do decide to go around the Beltway, for example, that there could be some entrances or roadways that are closed. And so please make sure that you are tracking and following alerts from your local governments for the region, then of course here in the district, signing up for Alert DC.
All righty. And the next question I have for you, obviously everyone has the right to protest and, voice their freedom of speech. However, at what point are you guys thinking, or maybe forced to, for the protest, if things go left, at what point in that stage would people possibly face charges should things kind of, be more than just traffic being blocked or, intervening or anything like that? At what point does that become a more of a serious issue for individuals who are planning to partake in this truck convoy?
Well, here in the District of Columbia, the nation's capital, we handle First Amendment activities nearly daily, hundreds per year, and we respect everyone's right to exercise their First Amendment protections. What we won't tolerate, however, are acts of violence and the use of these vehicles to have impacts on public safety and public health. And so we want to make sure that those truckers who might be coming into the district to exercise First Amendment rights or going around the Beltway, to make sure that they're using those vehicles safely, which, by the way, is a condition of their CDL licenses. And again, to make sure that they are doing so and exercising First Amendment rights in the safest and most secure way possible. If there are any local laws that are broken, the Metropolitan Police Department, in cooperation with our federal partners, will take action to make sure that public safety and public health are maintained.